gonna do that whole thing again?
No, we're just gonna hit off.
Oh, okay.
When at last they came to the source of the room's power, Stanley and the bucket knew it was their obligation to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Did this guy make a game just to
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and
Why'd the door stop?
Wait, what was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, or go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place, not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms, not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room, but at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
I wonder if his
But
house
the
even...
bucket wanted to learn to roller skate.
I wonder if his house even has power.
And Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. And start a whole new pandemic, apparently.
Alright. I want to catch COVID and sneeze everywhere.
He's a serial sneezer.
He's a serial sneezer. Oh, look around there.
What the... Oh, it's just a really bright lamp.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Actually, I think that's where the camera should be. Huh.
Interesting.
All of
Let's
his
get the
cozy
bucket and go get that red and blue door.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
I still
memo.
have the stickers.
Well, I don't see why we shouldn't take the bucket.
I mean...
Fusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
So what ending are you heading for now?
The red and blue doors. We want to get that last figure.
How do you get those?
Ignoring everything.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Nice.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Ah, fuck.
Did you go the wrong way?
No, I think I just remembered something else. Which means that I might have to abandon the bucket.
Oh.
Why?
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see,
That?
there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley,
Interesting.
how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, What if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, there's something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
No. No. Jesus Christ.
Why
no.
not?
What, learning about
Step
buckets?
into the abyss for a moment.
Yeah, we're gonna teach you a lesson. We're gonna teach you a real lesson. You're gonna learn a few things about buckets. And then just gonna beat you with the bucket.
How much blood they can hold.
Oh my god. We're just gonna grab the bucket and beat you over the head with it.
Oh my god.
Is this a bucket?
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
How would the fuck would we know that?
No, it's not a bucket, it's a pail.
Oh,
Item
say
2.
that again.
Is this a bucket? Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
But it's still a bucket though.
I think it's because none of them are your bucket.
Item 3. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. This is a bucket.
Fuck you.
You're bullshitting me.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
It's a hard one.
I don't know, there should be like a middle ground button here.
Uh-huh. Like, I don't know. I don't really know. Can I call someone?
Okay, can I phone a friend? Getting comfy is getting harder. This is not a bucket.
Correct. This is a tractor and not a bucket. To be honest, I just sort of put this one in here as a gimme, but I was starting to get concerned that even this might be too much for you. Thank you for not making me look like an idiot. Okay, next one. Is this a bucket?
It's just a bigger tractor.
I think it's the same size, actually. Yes? You don't want to...
He wants to tempt you.
Fine.
Incorrect.
Really?
This is a bucket.
Where's the bucket? Is it inside?
I think it's what they call the cockpit.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
Can you get off the platform?
I've tried. You cannot.
Trick question.
What?
Both. Gotcha.
Both.
Another 3D printed bucket. It is both a bucket and not a bucket.
Item. Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
Alright. Are you just gonna hit the buttons? Yeah, it's a bucket.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing?
Yes.
Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket? You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely. Okay, here we go.
No.
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait,
Because everything's a
was
bucket.
everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all
everything.
a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.